Yeah, Baba. Yeah, Baba. It's neat.
Hello, Temo femo yo te mi pe mo femo ke bagmene ni femo oyi wala don wa ake o febe ni mene nwe wo ba na sanigba enwon na wa ake wo pe ko once again mi pa bo fai allergy season so fa ne keke mi o ba na ke ma yue ke chongu gomi alo ona boni ni yo keke mi wa de enche boli ke be hu dani iye ba jomi ona bia na mi na ke che e boy ona boni ni so in the agent maybe any experience or the same thing. So fine, keke mi wa didn't check. Menen kabo ba Sunday. Once again, for a millionth time. Manyɛ Naa Dedei Omaedru eweku me. I mean confirm ake Manyɛ afunkule. Ni in the stories come to when ken fear igba me kumana. But only look. You cannot say ake otao gandang me akko mama ne ebu mama papa ne ebu. Keke o countenance something that is not right. You cannot. And that is the sort of problem I have with some of you people. You understand what I'm saying? Look, it is good to admire somebody. There is nothing wrong with new banda mokoni. And that is why people fell in love at first sight. So there is nothing wrong with actually seeing somebody. Neither way anymore carry yourself. The more fear no go away. Develop great admiration for the person. But you cannot do that to the detriment of an entire community, of an entire people, of an entire nation. You understand what I'm saying? And that is why look, I want you guys to go beyond the admiration. No bio yake. And you know ni ya no. Eba wa say be conclome. You understand what I'm saying? On aboni ni yo. Because look, clearly. Noni eteno ye ganfe manye egbele se miye ebe ni. You know what, I don't know how you would feel if gamanye ejio mami ejio nyemiyo ejio na ejio wekunyo. That is why I sometimes say it is great to admire people. But all admiration, it shouldn't be to the detriment of a people, of a community, of a nation. Yes. Gamanye obaka ke afole wekumi. Chibi amine ba ye manye echo ma fe no nkabo eje wani. You have every right to say that. Nina keno anu kwaleni. Because taflache mega nyeme. Manye ne ye ke ha eweku mepe. Eye ke ha ma fe no lele. Ma fe no mi. Kabo je wani. Shimo we koko fole. Eje we koko mi. Cheko ni fole. Nyeko ni fole. We koko mi eje. So the fact that ma fe no mi does not negate another fact ake taflache nyeko ni fole cheko ni fole ejawe kukomi le die nchenwe ye musumbi ni ame u taflache keji amenye echo ese amenye ni bi na me ba sumo aka amenna ya amenye fumi. You understand what I'm saying? No, and you would say, Akeshi, the family at the time, the traditional council, no ne bafi. She family ekpene, they were unwilling to compromise. But look, I will tell you, okay, That is a failure of leadership from the traditional council. Because guess what? Great leaders have the ability to even bring their quote and unquote enemies on board. Great leaders. They are detractors. Great leaders. They have the ability to even convince them and bring them on board to charter a certain course. So it was clearly a leadership failure on the part of the traditional council. They weren't able to bring the family on board to see what they wanted them to see. Once again, put yourself in Manyɛ, Naa Dedei Omaedru nijete. Put yourself in the shoes of her children. Put yourself in the shoes of her family. No biaketa flache. Anike bo. Ni abato mami. Eko. Ni yabo susumomiye. Nibi kome ya na sana fe. Ni nakai nibi ya yano. Nakai nibi ya yale boni bo tawo. Ani obana mishelo. Kadame. Kefe nyawo yu anu kwale fiyo he. Anu kwali anu ni waye no jinu ni gbawo na. Manyɛ Naa Dedei Omaedru eye bi eye wekume. People will have the audacity. Will have the audacity. Hey, cheme geme. Wafe dika gameji wo. Wafe dika waje wekukomi. Wafe be waye nyeme. Wafe be waye cheme. And once again, it is the failure of leadership on the part of the traditional council. Because great leaders, they have the ability to even bring their detractors on board. Especially in a moment ni gamanya wekume ni enyo ameimemi. There is traditional council nyefo gamanya tumoboni gamanya bi bafuabe. Bafole. Traditional council enye fo gamanye tumoboni gamanye wekume ba fole. So at that moment where the family is very vulnerable, that is the time about crocrame. If you try if you disagree with no, you should know I'm a bote no komi gamanye bi e bote no komi ni na kai no ko bote mi ewa gamanya wekume e bote no komi ni na kai no ko bote mi ewa wo fi be wo lose mokodan. Everybody in your traditional council, you've lost a parent before, you've lost a brother or a sister before, you've lost a friend before, you've lost an uncle, an auntie, you've lost it before. So you know what it feels like at that very moment, you know. So the idea that the traditional council, this family was going through something. Now me ba fe no, now me ba nya me fe. Now me reach out. Me compromising more. Fe boni me expect from the family. No jina ba. Ni letters come ejeko. Makane letters say ma abu keke ngmoyi. No give video once again. Reaffirming ake Manyɛ Naa Dedei Omaedru afunkole. So whatever you saw, no nana fe ta flache bonyo bemi. Bonyo bemi. Onu mishishi. Bonyo bemi. Makane ma abodi mangmo. Surely before ni makane na kan let say ma abodi mangmo ye. This guy na cholo katechie. Once again, traditional council. Kenye na kwe. Mimba nye kwe shishie ko. Numo akwa minsa. Numo sakumo. Numo kasa diaka. numo clan mi panye fai mi banye ko ehie ko numo akwa mi nsa numo gban mi numo kasa di aka numo clan ke blo me konklo me ni nye yo organ traditional council ye eshiba mi banye ko ehie ko ncheme imonye nanye mi banye do manye ncheme mi banye do manye nye binu ni tete inye ele fonko shincheme bekene na acholo katachie ne gbawona mene moko ka video send me ye inbox me le ashi machine eke lumoni shi efi omiake elumone yo ekase ko ni ojogba ibata radio no ne jewo eba washikpon no nwe eba elomo ya washikpon no ani lumo ko banye je gashikpon ne no ne ya chante maami ne abowo ye jebe cheme ne ke video ne kanye na ko emi fe oblanu ne sani nye chele ke ba traditional council this time jenu wabi enenye shikpon no police headquarters say make jama fe demonstration here kwa galamsey demonstration wo fe oba PS galamsey it doesn't matter whether NDC or MPP o egbe omo femu nu e na nu o nu e ke o ye no nu e bi ibu akebo MPP nyojibolo si esa ni mene e ba wo shikpon no ne ke lumoni ye lumo ya chante mami ne ba nye dan ne ba lomo ye wo shikpon no mini waji echo eche waji eni yo le ma mi e kemba washikpon no so nchebe video kenye na ko alomoko e bring go nya to nya attention nye bo amode nye tu ani oblanu ne sane nye chele ke bagan traditional council ne na ke kejita flache ebunye ekete ehia kele ebu lumoko ekete ehia taflache makwanya nwunu no nye ba afi na yue gamashi emi o ba ke sakasaka na yue sakasaka ya radio no inyeme wanyeme ni onunwa it take over 1 year then wona ke awoto to ne talo to sisa nekete ne ka akpa vai ile no ne ka afi makwanya o fa ne kejo na go video come on.
Mama kwa kawa mwenye mra. Nini yabi kawa mwenye mra. Wafa ase for kawa mwenye mra. Unkumo bia from president so. Ari ko si ayen for so. Ko si minister so. Okuma safo. Obia wo shemu ya galamse bia. Wo se nsho. Eso forest no. Say your mum pa da se yie no. Omo musu ni yeda. Yo ma bra nyina mo manom. Ama metoso. Eke me hunde mo hi. Ube kumi ya mungu me. Eje masem de. Eje masem chira. Nana no mo ko ko mo so mo mutiniso.
Chabeka nyeme ni fine bena benye na video once again I don't care ka fe galamsey demonstration ya Ghana pongwa ma fita me na fe galamsey demonstration shimene ekalumoni ani lumoko ya egbe ne ba je shikpon no ne ba moko shikpon no ne ba lomo allo mi fe no kochon ani lumoko eye egbe ne ba je shikpon no ne ba lumoni eni eje lumoni egeme eye egbe icheme numo akwa mi san numo gban me cheme numo clan mi once again ekole eni nye nako mi ya ke ni fe video ne ekole moko ba chonye ani ashi machine ne yo lumo ye mamie eye egbe ni e ba je e man ne ba lomo ya washikpon no. Especially around the time. Nika the next week no abo in Shiban. Kaja next week abo in Shiban. Lumokonyo ejo e man ne ba moko man ne eba lomo. abu wadon aka wo wadon ani ganyo ko banye ya sante mami ne awo dan na elomo ka fe galamse demonstration alo whatever it is you think aka me bata sin amba kwele agbla le ke ya mensia ni wachi ne ba che ne ba chon alo once again ni tete mi fe no ko chona no ni you enyi ona jomo be mi ona no mo fe mo banye jema ne ba wo ma ne ba lo mu eno ona chame ekola nye nako the traditional council at large yes inche wawulo mo agbe because of the period ni wo yo mi she got traditional council at large kenye nako no ne ba ne lumoni je gbo mo follow ni ne ba ke le nye bu ami to dogba je gbo mo follow ni ne ba ke le lumoni anyways kenye nakwe nye nukwe ye shiba mi ncheme nke chonye tumoboni chonye ni yue makane wolu ama habo ni mangmoy koni onake once again Manyɛ Naa Dedei Omaedru ni jeten afunkole ona boni ni eyo ni like I said, it is really, really sad. Ona, it is really, really sad. I know a lot of you. In the comment section there, you can blame me, bag me. Weku me ke yomwe biano, and that is fine. You understand what I'm saying? You have every right to do so. Nkabo J1. But me, any meantime, me care buake. It is the clear failure of leadership from the traditional council. That's it. That's just the way I see it. You can call me biased, which a lot of you guys do already. That is fine. But in care, good leaders have the ability to even bring their detractors on board for a common purpose, for a common good. The Kejikan Traditional Council, your good leadership, and they meant well at the time. They would have found a way. In Kenya, she money eba bang. Bia nejele mi fe na benye na press conferences na me fe ka ba tabia no ba ka no. Afe press conferences baba oh, you've already seen it. At granted interviews at radio stations, you've already heard it. Square 3 letters. Nima Kande surely. One reason ko 2 of those letters saying kado back past Ashida. There will be a good time for it. She amakane ene amen gamanya family amenma ke the honorable minister Ministry for Local Government, Chieftancy and Religious Affairs amenma ke hale. Now I'm a CC Chief of Staff your Jubilee House, Minister of Interior, National Security Minister, Greater Accra Regional Minister, MP, Ododio Constituency, Head of Family, Nico Laistu Family of Asore Joshi, Head of Family, Nico Jo Danso the First, Royal Dynasty Family, Dansoman. Assisi show na letter ne. Even though I'm Chieftancy, the Religious Affairs Minister, I copy Chief of Staff, your Jubilee House, I copy Interior Minister, I copy National Security Minister, I copy Regional Minister, I copy MP for Ododio, and of course, Wokunupani yo Nikolai Asore Joshi Nomi, Wokunupani yo Nikojo Dansoni Jikenkle, ye Dansoma Nomi, Assisi Amefen. In kek me screen no abono okwe obana ke okwe icho nika ni mane no eke update on the funeral and burial of the late Queen Mother Naa Dedei Omaedru III. Amakanima, we get, dear Honorable Minister, first of all, a date letter ne 15th April 2025. 15th April 2025. Dear Honorable Minister, update on the funeral and burial of the late Queen Mother, Naa Dedei Omaedru III. It is with profound sorrow that I, Charles Kote, head of family for the late Queen Mother of the Gun State, Her Royal Majesty, Naa Dedei Omaedru III, together with the consent and concurrence of the principal elders and children of the late Queen Mother, writes to inform you of the passing of our beloved Queen Mother, Her Royal Majesty, Naa Dedei Omaedru III, which sad event occurred on the 26th December 2022 at Her Dansoman residence. Her demise sent shockwaves of grief throughout our community and beyond, and we are deeply saddened by her loss. However, I also feel compelled to bring to your attention a matter of utmost importance and concern regarding the purported funeral and burial that was organized by the president of the Traditional Council, Gamanche, Kintaki Tekochulu II, in the last administration, which had the presence of the former president, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, and other dignitaries, that created the belief that the late Queen Mother was indeed buried on the 28th October 2023 at the said event. Purported no, once again. The very second paragraph, no, I mean, any minister na ke no ni Traditional Council can ni te ko chulufe ya mesusu momie jefuni ni je yala. You know na fe ya me ameke pagbe ni ameke ja. Now, once again, the purported funeral and burial of the late Queen Mother, which was highly publicized and which saw the former president and other dignitaries in attendance, was stage managed. Stage managed. The benefit no shishi. Ni chwake no ni yala so ko ni wanaka fe no koni ake lipo nkpa no ko keke. Ona boni nchon. Afe makeup keke. No ko eje no ko ni real. Ya me susu mo mi no ko na jigba crafty na jigba make ni ani ni e fan fe to mo no ko clear there ni jije na kaini. The government machinery at the time knew that the body of late Queen Mother was not there. Yet, for whatever reason, they condoned the act, and the then President Nana Addo, creates the occasion, increasing the popular belief that the late Queen Mother was appropriately buried. So once again, I'm in Chono Kwake, Akufo-Addo government here, biamina fe yala, amele pepe pake, manye, egbomocho, ebode bejeme. Manye ebody bejeme amele pepe Akufo-Addo ke wambi ke me ni me yo MPP government time at the time amele pepe ke manye body bejeme na afe yala adeka ali machine na asa ake manye ye miye amele pepe ke manye be me shimon ame fe no ko ye ni ame batala jeme ni ame ani me fe yo se alo me fe na alo me fe ko ake o beke president ke wonche baje benu ele yala de ncha afi o mini afi. Honorable Minister, truth be told, the mortal remains of the late Queen Mother has since day one been with the family and is still with the family at the morgue, yet to be buried by the family, and this is verifiable. So I make a minister. And quality your son here means yake. Kabatang mene wamami eniji wana alo wamanye negwe body wa we kume wa de kebi wa wadi. Ni wabanye wa yo that's allo wabanye wa chombo ke yo ta no na wabanye wa no it can be verified akelele gbomochu eyewode mo afungole mortuary olo afungole. Mr. Minister, I mean my letter, this is a strong worded letter. Mr. Minister, that fanfare, I'm not in Nigeria. I'm a child of Shramoni. I'm a get fanfare, Shramoni. That fanfare, Shramoni, J. Aladi. I'm a Susumomi, Shramoni, J. Aladi. Mr. Minister, that fanfare of a funeral was only aimed at satisfying egos and raising funds to the detriment of the family and well meaning sympathizers. Ake no na afe eje mele me komeni ame no womo na mentani me anake ameji ame ka me ba moko be ka me yue moko nya yue satisfying egos ame no womo ewo ka gbene na atani alo shika ni aka weku me eko no ni atwe onum shishin satisfying egos and raising funds to the detriment of the family and well-meaning sympathizers na kanjino ni ameke so ameke no na afe eje me hwamo ni afe hwamo ni because me komenta oni ame no womo ame ani me anake ame ye wa ni ame ka me yue mokonya yue ni ka me fe no ko mokonya aka da bi agbene nwe na chono na aka eshika ye mambi ade na kanjino na ameke gaming ke. The purported funeral and burial that was held was without the support or endorsement of the family. Aka minister ko ake so called yala no nana afe ani ekole okwa TV mi. Alo ekole po dabi ekole okwa TV mi. Amega no nana afe ye weku amele eko. Weku akojomo. Weku egmekogbe akeshi afi. Yala no nana afe weku akojomo. Weku egmekogbe akachu na kainoko. We, the family, did not authorize the ceremony, and we consider it to be invalid and not representative of our traditions and wishes. Ake wewe kuwe tumoboni yueke chonye wa ko ahead wa megbe aka ya no ni afe noko no ye wasusu momie wo no na afe wo na kokula ni ye wakusumi ka woni fe momie na kan no eje ni papa no wo ke chuni. We respectfully request that you take notice of the above fact that the late Queen Mother is yet to be buried. No one sumo no liake wa manyɛ baako na nikula wa bafunle afungole. To please ensure that you use your good office to investigate the true state of the late Queen Mother of the Gun State, Her Royal Majesty Naa Dedei Omaedru III, as to whether or not she has been truly buried. No nche obanyo use office ni bole nso ke kwani bi ami no na ke animanye lela afunle alo afungole. People have used the Queen Mother's death to amass wealth for themselves through fundraising and funeral donations and are making everything possible to prevent the family from burying the late mother publicly. But the family is poised to bury the late Queen Mother in the last quarter of this year. Okay. Me yusu wa manyene gbelene na me ka lo shike ha me no ewo ame fenu na me ba fe boni afeni weku e ka ba na me ba fun manye ya gbona nyeke ngan ke ame benyele ame ba fun manye ya gbona alo manjano boni kona afeni mo fe mo ayo si ake asuma yala be ko na ga fe je yala afe no shika ni me ke ba fe sana me bi esane pretty much ona be ke ko o donate no gwa ga fe yala no ba na akechi se mi afe ko yala bo ba bi sane ake ni shika ni nkete mini juno na ke fe mo no na kan weku encho no gwa ke me yusu na kan ni na me fe na me ke lo shika na me ke lo shika ha me ameke ta o shika ha me no ewo amenchi weku egbe ya gbe no fe gbe no ni weku encho ni ame ba fun gbonyu ame chi weku egbe because me ba bi sane shika ni nye efe ngbe o shika ni nye efe ngbe o companies shika na me ke ba afe ngbe o corporations shika na me ke ba afe ngbe o stores ni yoga shika na ame de fe na ke fe ya la ngbe o me lo na kan shika na me ka we ame no ame pe na ni weku ba yue no ko alo weku ba ya no na me de ncha me fun ame gbonyo wa yue wa tabia ni wa yue ne eke nyeti ame ko me nyina watu mo gbe ene musu boni afi no na afi musu boni afi musu boni awanye yawo ame ga gbe tun egbe no ni jie be na fi na ba ke ba na agbe awon ame ba fun ame manye The family had been very law-abiding throughout these difficult times and for years, but will resist through lawful means any individual or group of individuals who would aim at preventing the family from publicly organizing the proper final funeral and burial of the late Queen Mother of the Gun State. Okay, ye be name fe amekamle truni amengma ametwinshi amekokomla awoku amedie amefe ko basabasa ni biye amengma ametwinshi nu ewo afine na amefe ya ameyaka amebafu manyɛ ameba kpenengbe ni boko ba chi amegbe ni ameba yusu gbe fe gbe ni mla gmo amegbe na ameba yusu ameba yusu no ni amekefe no ni ametawo ni amefe ni ameba fe ye kpono ameba fe ye manjano koni mo fe mo anake manyɛ ta ko na ba fe mini aba funle no mokomoko aka chi amegbe mokomoko aka gba amena no koklo abe Chieftancy Act mi na ko aka Gan Traditional Council alo any traditional council ye wale ye gbonyo no fe weku mi neje no kokula abe Chieftancy Act manye fun ko be mi na ba ka keke manye kogbo traditional council ni mi neje ama me yala ewu ameno na me fe ebe Chieftancy Act mi ebe mi we will be organizing the authentic funeral ceremony according to our customs and traditions, and we would appreciate your support in ensuring that unauthorized ceremony is not misconstrued as official funeral for the late Queen Mother. Okay, wabalencha wabayano ni wabafun wayomwe nejemi wabafunle ye kusumi ke mlami wa kusumi ke wa mlami wabafunle ni wabaoden fai koni opiawo ni oni manfe ayose ake no ni be kwa fe ni eho ni me nalake kole manye na afun manfe ayose ake na kan no je yalani ba ko mo na ni wodi enche wo ba fun wo mamie. The government and your ministry in particular are partners to the cost of this funeral and burial of the late Queen Mother, Her Royal Majesty Naa Dedei Omaedru III, and it is our fervent hope and prayer that you will fully collaborate with the family in this matter. Ake no fe Chieftancy minister onu chubo here be wakenye partners jiwo ye nekeno komi no basumu ake oyusu ogbena na onye eji wo solimo ke wo emo ke elia ko ba yusu ogbena ni okawacha ya alo okawacha mlu boni afe ni wachu nekenu chumone. The late Queen Mother has been the only royal who had served all governments, whether political or military, since independence till now. Ake wamanye lepeji manye koni government ne banate fe soja fu a government jo no ni afon shike amen jo ni ekame fe etuni. She reigned for almost 60 years on the throne. Ni twanke keje biamini wana eyeli keje blofo ma ade ne ebu manye yeli eye manya unke batabia ni nwewo neke mokwe ke ukwe esani traditional council mwa ametwinshi na amekewoku metwu oni ojuba. Honorable Minister, we appreciate your understanding and assistance in this matter, and we look forward to having a meeting with you on the subject matter at your convenience, sir. Hope to hear from you soon. Honorable, yours sincerely, Charles Kote, head of family. So once again, for a millionth time, this is the family of Naa Dedei Omaedru Nijete. Ehani jembi ife nake. Ame mamie. Ame nyemi yoe. Ame na. Kame wekunywe. Afunkule. It is such a shame. It is such a shame. Onum shishi. Such a shame. No shikano na raise yefe no na ni weku eke me kome eke ameke wu ameye ni twage ni bi na raise yefe shika na raise yefe weku amele ekoi mogo ebuko mi account abuko am account ai ale shika abonana Once again, obanyo kake public figure ni. Inke bwe J1 ni President Kufuor engagboe na fe yala State House atan. Weku efe yemi. Na tashi na agbe na. Ba wo gbonjo na kete Kumase na yafi. Yala. Oye shu ake. Keji state protocol. Ameke President Kufuor wife. A family. Ame tashi ni ababua na kanoko na nkwe. Aranya fe noko no nu noko. Oh, ni wache Rollins igboe. Wache Rollins se na fe yala egeme. Be akelete mami na ya funle egeme. Be we ku me fe yala shishi. No ni state fe. Be we ku me fe ye shishi. So yes. Keji mangbomogboe. Yes, afio man yale hale. Shi akelwe ku e fi e kome na afio. Council ko kwa begbe ni le ba wo yala agmenu ne ba fe ne ke we ku efe kobe inke ke man gbomogbo e anukwale ji ake lele afio man yala irale shimo ake we ku ke bi ke suolo efi e kome na afio yala e ka fe le kome e ka fe le twenjole e ka fe le shishinu momi ka gbe na ka bu akunto odogba akunta bu e clearly from this letter you can tell like donations can be na ke ba fe we ku amele ko amena e so akunta bu e yo nengbe akunta bu e yo nengbe yo companies no na me yo akra fe me fa me ba donate me babai yala no na fe grandiose e wo fe wo kwe so shika e fe na ba donate e ibe shika yo Ghana Commercial Bank Standard Chartered e chame bank so le ame angmangman kete je me fe na me ke shika ba me yo store se ni yo gan fe a e shika ya me de fe me yo no na me no wani we ku enkake me ko me dumo yala no na me ke lo shike ha me no wani we ku enwe na kan me ko me dumo yala no na me ke lo shike ha me shika ni corporations ke companies na fe na yo ga shikpo no fe ke ba ke stores ji na me komo stores ni yo ga komo shika na ame ku bi ame fa me ka me no ba na kan shika ni me yo Mogo mami gbo. Mogo na gbo. Mogo nyemi yo gbo. Na ke fi oshika. Ni ka fe shika ni woku e na eku. Mogo mami gbo. Mogo woku nyoko gbo. Na ke yo contributions. Ni ka ke contributions e woku e na eku. Oh, game. Nya wa you anukwale fio game nya wa du anukwale fio. Nike obanyo kemi ake weku me na me ani no na tawo na afi tafla che weku me beje gbeke bibi ji ame asafa che ko tega beje gbeke bibi oni nu onu papa ni le gamanye de nche be ebi fe ba medala je gbeke bi na ne ara control me tumo robot because traditional council me we ma you no to kemi ake asafa che ko tega ke gamanye ebi ne fo ni amedala ne me pi ayamansa ya brochi ke ni bi na lewolomi na tete ebeni me nye Ghana they are well to do ame keji aka me ta shojogba ni anaka ame na aka olele akunta na aka me buo no fe no na aka me fio ye jalemi ame ba penen oh Grand Traditional Council shane no ni yin pa asavache go te Ghana Grand Traditional Council shane no nyeti ame ko menyele nye ike shane no ni yin pa asavache go te Ghana shane no nyenye pa asavache ko te Ghana Ninyekele fio no ninyekele fio. Shane no nyeti ameko nyele nye. Inke shane no nye pa safa che ko tega no shane no. Oh, mama nyeti ameko nye fio trumu neke. Mama nyeti ameko nye fio trumu neke. Ga traditional council. Na wati ameko wale ni bi ko me. Ike shirane no ni nyeti amekome nye pa safa che ko tega no ni nyekele fio neke shirane no ma ba nye fio trumu neke nyeti amekome ma ba nye fio trumu neke ma ba nyeti amekome nyeta mo ni nyeta ge fio safa che ko tega ya mi 3D ye mene shini nye dale ne inka nyeti amekome tamo ni nyeta ge safa che ko tega edumo mi 3D ye eke how finyese mene shini nye dale ne ma ba nyeti amekume nye fio trumu na kai nyeti amekume ma ba nye fio trumu na kai safa che ko te gan wola safa che ye mene Yebeke bibioni. Nwonu papa. Nleji weku onupa. Keji afe ni bi ojogba. Na ke ni bi nchon gbejiano papa. There is no way. Na asafache ko tega. Ni be kone o mama afinye mama. E ba ke pene. Ganambe. O ba tabiye o ba ma yan hihwe mo yi shinge no na hin pomo no ni ka ke febo na ba dobu e ka fe mo ko no ni ka ke febo na ba dobu e ka fe mo ko no ni ka ke fo we kunyo na ba shambo e ka ona na ke fe mo ko ani shambo na kan no onu no twi me ko ake ke epete onyanyo ye le be epete choe ona because chua mumo be mi jena kai chua le ka fole laba jena kai etu awonyonku nwa na etu aduan no ni ka ke febu e ba dobu e ke ka fe moko kana ngenya wo jia no kwale no ni ehi for a millionth time Gamanye Naa Dedei Omaedru afunkole letter nangma the Chieftancy ministry Honorable Ahmed Achole ACC the chief of staff at the Jubilee House ACC interior minister ACC national security minister the regional minister MP for Dodo Eko nkane haboe nya wa yu anu kwale ke wonta wo twagan ke machine oyi wala don ngbeji ni tete obo biashon wo nke bo ba pe kun okenye mojuno bye bye
baba it's neat them say you want to chop my